Welcome to the Eczema Warrior podcast. I'm your host, Julia Chen. I'm here to help you heal your eczema naturally so you can finally live your best damn life. Many years ago in my own eczema healing journey, I was stuck and confused on how to heal my skin. Fast forward to today, after many lessons learned and lots of trial and error, I am now living my best life and traveling the world with clearer skin. If you're an eczema or TSW warrior who desires a life of food freedom and is wanting to heal your skin without steroids while using mindset and manifestation as a tool, you're in the right place. Now let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome to episode 78 of the Eczema Warrior podcast, life update. I just got back from my 4-day trip to Las Vegas. I went with a group of girls and we wanted to go on this trip for so long. We literally started talking about going to Vegas for the past, I would say like almost 2 years, because the last time I went with some of these girls on a trip was back in 2022 and we did Scottsdale, Arizona. And then since I left for travels, obviously not being around Vancouver, it's kind of hard to plan for trips. And now that I've been back for the past 2 months, we found the perfect time to go together on this Vegas trip. It was so much fun. Obviously, a lot of drinking, not great for my skin, given that I've been flaring recently because of stress and being at home. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about what's been going on, definitely check out the previous episode. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go and enjoy Vegas anyway because it's already booked. I'm not going to let my skin affect me. And I had an amazing time. We saw Tiesto on night one. Our night one outfits, we wore black as the theme. And we took such nice pictures inside the club. And then Friday night after we saw Tiesto, we literally partied up until like 5 a.m. And then we woke up at 10 a.m. the next day on Saturday to go to Tao Beach, which is a day club. And the day club, Zed was actually playing there. So we saw Zed perform. He's actually not my favorite DJ, and I've never really liked him, but we really wanted to go see this beach club. So that was really cool. And I also know a local who lives in Las Vegas, and he actually was able to bring us backstage. So we were actually backstage super close to Zed. That was really fun. And then we literally partied on an empty stomach and we didn't get back to the hotel until 5 p.m. and we all crashed. We were dying. We were supposed to go for dinner at 7 p.m. and then I'm like, there's no way we're making it because we literally just got back from clubbing the night before and then clubbing again the day. So then I called the reservation. I'm like, we're going to show up a little bit later. Hope that's okay. So I ended up changing the reservation to 8:30 to give us, a couple hours of napping. Of course, we slept through our reservation. We ended up waking up at 10 p.m. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then we had another club booked at 11 o'clock that night. So we went out again that night, but it was more of a low-key night. We didn't go too crazy. And some of the girls, they were too sick from drinking too much the day of, so they didn't end up coming. Some of us girls went. So then that was Saturday. And then Sunday, daytime, we were going to go to another beach club, but we're like, we should just chill and just hang around. So most of Sunday, we just walked around, didn't do anything too crazy, rested a little bit, went by the pool, and then went for dinner at Mott 32, which is this like bougie Chinese restaurant. And then after that, we went to go see Cirque du Soleil. Guys, if any of you ever plan to go to Vegas, you have to go see Cirque du Soleil. The one that we chose was called O, and it was incredible. I was literally at the edge of my seat because I was like so fascinated at how talented these acrobats are. They're literally flying across the stage, doing backflips in the air. They're just amazing, and they're just so talented. Their technique. There's also swimmers too. It's just the way that they set everything up. Like the set design, the costumes, the choreography, everything was breathtaking. It was amazing. Oh, I just fucking loved it. You guys have to go see it. It's an hour-and-a-half show. You're not allowed to record, not allowed to have your phones out, and you wouldn't want to anyways, because it's like you really want to be in the present moment and just like really see how it's crazy, like what they do, like how do they not injure themselves? I'm sure they do, but like they're just doing some wild moves up there. But it was incredible. Loved the performance. So worth it. Then after Cirque du Soleil, we went to another club, and that club was actually my favorite club. We went to Omnia, we went to Tau Beach, we went to Encore Beach Club. That was Saturday night. Sunday night, we went to a club called Excess. And Excess is apparently one of those clubs where a lot of the celebrities go. And it makes sense because it's a huge club, very nice. And that was really cool that we went there because we got a free table for the ladies. We got a free bottle of booze, and we usually get that because my girlfriend, she like reached out to promoters and they got us free tables like pretty much all weekend. We stayed out till like 5 a.m. on this night. So that was Sunday night. We ended up going to After Hours, which is a whole different vibe because a lot of these DJ events, they're mostly like EDM. We went to the after party, which is at Dre's, and Dre's more like rap hip hop kind of vibe. So that's basically like a recap of my trip. It was just, a girl's trip. It's Vegas, right? Like, kind of what goes down there. It's just a wild party. But this is my last trip before I head out this coming Sunday out of Canada because it's time to leave, guys. My body doesn't like it here, so it's time to leave. And so this week is actually crazy because my parents are moving out of their home they lived in for 30 years into a completely new house or new townhome. I'm helping them with the move. I'm trying to get work done and see my clients and create content. So bear with me a little bit, guys. Like the podcast episode this week actually got released later, but I promise you in the next few weeks that I'm going to be hosting some kind of live training once things are more settled down. Just right now, it's a little bit of a shit show. I'm going to be back and alive and start doing trainings on IG. And also I want to do like a private training as well, which I said I was going to do in July and early August. And I'm sorry if I didn't do it yet, but it will be coming. It is coming, guys. Okay. Long life update. For those of you who just found my podcast, you're probably like, girl, just get to the episode. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about 3 hidden barriers hindering your healing. When it comes to healing inflammation, healing eczema, healing symptoms, we tend to think that, maybe it's because I haven't found my root causes. Maybe because I'm not eating enough nutrients. Maybe it's because this supplement isn't effective, right? Those are like usually the first things that we think about when we wonder why things aren't working. But I actually want to talk about these 3 things that most practitioners probably don't talk about. And so the first hidden barrier as to why you're not seeing long-lasting healing or you're not seeing the results that you want, despite, eating healthy, taking the supplements, doing the things that everyone tells you to do on social media, right? But the hidden barrier that could be preventing you from breaking through and seeing that incredible healing is your subconscious beliefs. So the mind and body are connected. This is the mind-body connection. Everything you say, everything you think, everything that you believe affects your body physically, mentally, emotionally. That's why when you have symptoms like eczema or certain types of inflammation, a lot of it's rooted in our emotions. And so one of the hidden barriers that may be hindering your healing is rooted in your subconscious mind about a specific belief. For example, maybe right now in your journey, you're someone who is doing everything you can to get better. You're investing in your healing. Maybe you're seeing a practitioner. Maybe you're seeing a coach. You are purchasing supplements that are good quality. You're addressing your root causes, all of the things that are meant to heal your eczema, heal your gut, you're doing. So you're doing it because you're taking the action. However, deep down, you have a hidden belief that your symptoms will always come back and healing isn't truly 100% possible for you. How many of you guys think this way, right? You're doing all the things and, maybe healing isn't happening as fast as you want because, as we know, healing takes time. But do you have a little voice in your head telling you you're going to flare again? If you aren't strict with your diet, your symptoms are going to come back, or eczema can't be healed, so you're going to have to deal with skin issues for the rest of your life, or that you can achieve 100% healing, or you're always going to be bloated. Maybe this is just a temporary fix, right? Whatever thoughts that you have or a certain belief that's deep rooted in you is actually hindering your healing. And this comes from your subconscious. Your subconscious mind is actually what creates your reality because it takes up 95% of our brain versus 5% is the conscious mind, the things that you are conscious of doing, right? Like you're conscious of eating healthy, you're conscious of taking supplements, but it's your beliefs that actually affect you. It's your beliefs that are ingrained in your mind that can actually cause symptoms. And so a lot of these subconscious beliefs actually come from past experiences. Maybe in the past, when you were younger, your doctor or your dermatologist always told you that you could never heal. I know this is very common in my eczema warriors because I've been through that and I hear it so often with my own clients and with you guys as well, is that we're told that we have to live with this condition forever, that you can't heal it, that there's no holistic approach to healing eczema, right? They really tell you that, ingrain that in you. And so even though you don't want to believe it, you end up believing it because you're told that, right? So if you're told that constantly, that you're never going to be healed from eczema, that you have to be on steroids forever, that you have to be on medications to treat your symptoms, then you're going to believe that. Then it's going to be a part of your subconscious mind. And that is a barrier to your healing because even though you're doing the things to heal your body, you have this ingrained belief that you can't actually heal. And so that could be the reason why you're experiencing stagnancy in your healing, because these beliefs end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So despite you doing all the things and putting in your best efforts, you're going to find yourself stuck in a loop of reoccurring symptoms because of these thoughts that you have about your healing. So that's the first hidden barrier hindering your healing, is your subconscious beliefs. So you really want to look at what your beliefs are when it comes to your healing. Do you truly believe that you can heal, or do you have this little voice in your head telling you that maybe it's not possible? Are you working through these beliefs through different mindfulness techniques, affirmations, working with a therapist, doing EFT tapping, clearing limiting beliefs? All of that is part of your healing journey and part of healing your symptoms, especially when you have these subconscious beliefs, which we all do, okay? We all have negative beliefs about ourselves in all areas of our life. We can't ignore them. We have to address them. We have to be mindful that they're there and work through them, okay? That's how you release anything that isn't serving you, and that's when you see true healing. The second hidden barrier hindering your healing is your internal dialogue, the power of self-talk, okay? The way that you talk to yourself, the words that you use, the language plays a significant role in your healing process. If you have negative self-talk and your self-talk is filled with doubt, it's extremely critical, you talk down towards yourself, then what do you think is going to happen, right? You're not creating a positive healing environment that is helpful for you. You're causing more stress on the body, whether or not you notice it or not, but it 100% does, because negative self-talk affects your emotions. It affects how you feel about yourself. It raises cortisol levels. It causes more inflammation that will come out in all shapes and forms, okay? Eczema, headaches, bloating, gas, whatever symptoms you're experiencing can be rooted from that. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm disgusting, I feel so ugly, nobody likes me, I feel fat, I'm never gonna get better, why is this happening to me, nothing ever works. These are very disempowering and negative words and language that you don't want to use if you're trying to heal your body. And that is the reality of it. There's a lot of research studies and even books that talk about using the power of the mind and your language to heal yourself. I'm going to use an example of a fat kid. Let's name him John. John is working really hard to lose weight, okay? He's someone that has struggled with his weight since he was young. And so one day he decided, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to follow diet plans and eat really healthy so that I could lose weight. And so while he did this, he was going on these diets, taking all these supplements for his weight and trying to eat healthy and exercising. He would never lose the weight. So John started to become hopeless. No matter what he did, he always felt like he was the fat kid. And it got to a point where John started to believe that he was a fat kid. So he saw himself as a fat kid despite making positive changes. Because what John was struggling with is his self-image. And his self-image was stuck in the past. So even though John was losing a little bit of weight, he never actually believed that he was seeing the changes. Because he would look in the mirror and he would identify himself as the overweight kid, as a fat kid staring back at him. And then he starts to have these reoccurring thoughts about how he's fat, how he's going to be like this forever. And so at the end, his mindset actually affected his weight even more than his diet did. So even though he was eating very healthy and doing all the things, quote unquote, that would help him lose weight, his mindset was not at a place that was conducive of his healing and conducive of losing weight. And so he would remain stuck with being the fat kid. Same thing with your healing journey, right? If you're identifying yourself as someone who can never heal from eczema, never heal from gut issues just because you've had it for so many years, and you make yourself believe that, it doesn't matter how healthy and amazing your diet routine is and your exercise routine is, you don't believe in your actual healing. Your mindset is directly tied to your physical health. Your symptoms you're experiencing on the outside is just a reflection of the inside. And so when you want to heal your symptoms indefinitely, you have to work on the foundations, which is your mindset. Get yourself out of the negative loop and focus on the positive. Changing your language, change your internal dialogue. And this is when you can actually see true healing that is long lasting versus a diet or a supplement that is only a band-aid solution for a lot of people. Would you talk to your best friend like that? The way that you talk to yourself, given that you do have negative self-talk? If you're a parent, would you talk to your child like that? Probably not. Would you talk to your younger self like that? Probably not, right? So if we won't say these things to the people that we care about, why do we do it to ourselves? Why are we causing our own stress by having this type of negative self-talk that doesn't serve us? It doesn't serve us, and it causes health problems, inflammation, dysregulated nervous system, weakened immune system, and it hinders your healing 110%. Okay, the third hidden barrier hindering your healing is over focusing on your symptoms. I get it. When you're trying to heal your body, you're paying attention to your symptoms, right? You're looking at your skin, you're wondering if it's healing, you're looking at your gut issues, and you're feeling the bloat, you're feeling pregnant, you're feeling constipated, and you're constantly wondering why it's not healing and thinking about it day in and day out. When you are constantly analyzing, constantly hyperfixating on your symptoms, worrying about your skin, thinking about it day in and day out, it also causes stress and anxiety, right? Your body is already stressed from healing the inflammation. Why are we adding more stress by thinking about it? It's like if we think about it more, we think that would heal faster. But actually it's opposite. Thinking it better is not going to do anything. Letting it go and shifting your energy and your attention somewhere else is what is going to help with your healing. Because when you think about it, when you think about these symptoms, you're never thinking good things about it, right? Usually you're probably like, why is this happening? Is it ever going to heal? Why does it look like this? Oh my God, it's so dry. Oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. You're not thinking good things. So instead of doing that, let's focus our attention on other things, distractions. Because when we hyper-focus on our symptoms, I always say this quote, where your attention goes, energy flows. You focus your attention on your symptoms negatively, you're going to attract more negativity. You're going to experience more symptoms. If you take your attention away on something that's positive, you're going to attract more of that. Sometimes we really have to step away from focusing on too much and just go about your day as best as you can. Focus on 5 amazing things that's happened today when it comes to your body or anything else. Taking our energy and shifting our focus can really make the biggest difference. And also looking in the bigger picture. When we hyper focus, we tend to probably over criticize the things that we do right? We over worry about our diet. We over worry about missing our supplements. We over worry about this and that. But if we just step back and just like really took time to do the mindfulness practice, take a couple deep breaths, and just not think so much about our health all the time, knowing that it's going to get better with time, then you're going to see so much more healing than focusing on it way too much. That's what I have for today's episode on the 3 hidden barriers hindering your healing. I hope this gave you some insight and maybe something for you to consider. Maybe these barriers are applying to you more than you think. And really think about it. Journal about it if you need to, because the mind is truly, truly, truly so powerful, which is why I talk about it so much all over social media. It's just not talked about enough. And I have seen firsthand all of my clients heal from just focusing on the mind-body connection. So this is real shit. It's not woo-woo. There's science. There is research on how all of this is connected. And so we need to stop neglecting it and start focusing on it rather than doing just the diet and just the supplements, and asking help also as well. I think a lot of us are in autopilot. We don't know what it feels like not to be stressed. So we think that we don't need to reach out because we think we're not stressed. But we all are. And we don't know until we experience symptoms. We don't know until we start to work with somebody where they help identify that for you. And that's what I do in some of my practice. I do coaching for my clients, help them find their root causes, help them with their diet, creating a healing protocol. We talk a lot about mindset. We do mindset coaching, manifestation practices. All of that's inside my coaching programs, Clear Eczema. And for those of you who don't have eczema, you can also apply for coaching as well in the show notes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Now, before I let you go, I want to let you know I have this amazing eczema visualization. This visualization has helped me so much when it comes to manifesting eczema healing flares faster than I can ever imagine, reducing the itch, and just feeling great in my body. This is the exact same visualization I use for my own healing as well as my clients' healing as well. And if you want to receive this visualization, then all you have to do is leave us a review and tell us what you think about the podcast, screenshot it, send it to your email at hello@juliachen.ca, and you will receive the visualization to your inbox. I look forward to seeing your review, and we will see you in the next episode.